Travelife.
এই জিনিসটা কি এলে
বাংলা ইয়ে ভাষা দিয়া
এ নিবড়ে কি দে
কি জানি কি দেখো
এ তো কি পাগলা নাকি দে রে এটা তো টাকা কি ঘর দেওয়া যাইতেছে তো বাবা মনে মনে না দেখতে দে তো কুমালা হ্যাঁ এই কুমালা এ প্রশান্ত এ প্রশান্ত এ চা চা খাই আয় চা আয় তোরা আয় সেটা কুমালা চা
আয় লে
আয় এমন আরে বর্মনের রসে চা আছে আয় হেমদাই
ভূত না মানুষ মানুষই তো দেখা যায় পাগল নাকি পাগলে লাঠিরে নিয়ে আই লাঠিরে নিয়ে পাগলই তো পাগল হয়ে যায় হো পয়সা হো পাগল পাগল বলে কিছু ও মা মনতে পাগল কি মানুষই তো দেখা যাচ্ছে
পাগলা নাকি
এই ঘর কুমাতলা হ্যাঁ জানি বলতে কুমাতো না হেমসন রসে কুমার ঘর এ প্রশান্ত
এ লাঠি নিয়ে
মন না ভূত এ প্রশান্ত
ঈদ মানুষ পানি দেখে কিন্তু তেলা হাত দেওয়া যায় ওর মাথাও ঘুরছে
বাড়ি কোন জায়গায় কথা বলতে পারো না
বাংলা বুঝে না আজও বুঝে না পাগল নাকি পাগলা
ঘর
কোন জায়গায় বাড়ি
এটা ঘর কে আনি দিছে এদিনই হ্যাঁ মানে বলতে এটা হেমসন রসে যা আপাতত বলিলে গাং ভাই আয়া যায় পরে আবার তো দাঁড়াবো
যা টাকা
ঘর কুমাই জায়গা ইলে সেটাকে যা
গাড়ি নাই
ইলে যা সেটাকে যা যা এ কালে আইসি আগে তারা যান এই বেলা ছেড়ে দিছি আগে এই যা এটা যা
This is not a ghost story. One who came out of the tent was a single traveler. He wants to see life. He wants to see the world as he like. So he came in the dark of night and spread a tent. He didn't know it was locality, and people didn't know who he was or where he came from. The traveler enters the belly of nature. It is the beginning when he came in the tent. It was the locality. Travelites have long objection to settling up tents in locality. However, when people of that area didn't see this type of tent before, we have to think 10 times before camping there. This is Bangladesh. Shanto has come to the borders of the country. He is flying over the green Indians on the other side of these greenish walls. Travelers do not bring tents in this area. People are not used to seeing tents either. They are covered, Shanto as a ghost. Any accident could happen here. You could calm down in the face of the mass beatings by the locals, but nothing like that happened. Shanto could easily blend in with people. Although he appeared like a ghost, he was able to blend in with the locals. Now he knows how far he will go. How long he will stay. The Bangladesh Indian zero line is very closer to where he is. India is on the other side of the hills range. Hills went between two countries. It is Garo Hill. Most of the hill is in the Indian area of Meghalaya. The parts are in Assam. The hills cover any area of 8,000 square kilometers. It is the part of the Garo Kazi Mountain. Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya. It is located in Garo Hills. It is west of another country, Tura. The city of Tura is close to the hills on the Bangladesh border. Bagari River is of clear water, flows through the zero lines of the Palahata border of Haligat. Tura district is on the other side of the river. Sometimes fog, sometimes hills between Palahate and Tura. Shanta is not a Palahate now. There is no Vagata River here. There's River Ram Ganavware. The river also comes from Gara Hills. A bunch of greens are being cut in Bangladesh, leaving Galahari aside. Banglas and hill people live in the settlement. The Garas are more numerous in the hills. Then there is Harjan, Hada. The Kof ethnic people is also settled here. The tribe in Bangla settlement is not very beautiful here. The name of the beautiful area is Lengura and the unique wilderness. Wildlife is not as exciting as it sounds. There is everything about civilization. The hills merge with the plains here. There is no risk of wildlife. However, wild boar infestation can be seen. There are wild reptiles and birds. There are deer in the Indian part, not on the side, so there is no big risk for Shantos in a tent. The forest is great. It's wintertime. The area is fairly dry. This is not supposed to happen in the rainy season. It is a hill. Soil here is slippery. There is plenty of rain on the hill. The whole area is wet during the Mason. There may be snakes in the bushes or rare poisonous animals. The annoyance of leeches is there. It can be seen that a small leech is chirping on the common grass. And if you go there a little deeper, you can see huge leeches.
আমি শান্ত ভ্রমণে বেরিয়েছি আমার সঙ্গে তাবু স্কাউটিং করতাম তাবু বাসের অভিজ্ঞতা আছে তবে একা তাবু বাস এটাই প্রথম সঙ্গে থাকুন দেখতেই পাবেন
Shanto came to the forest for the first time to camp. He wants to touch lives in their different eyes. The world appeared before those eyes in a secret beauty. If you want to get this beautiful, you have to open yourself. Shanto wants to immerse himself in the cool green and beauty. He has a tent in his backpack. It is a necessity to survive. He has knowledge of tent rules, but he left home to accompany Travelife. Travelife believes that the desire is enough for any job. It is mandatory to have eyes to see, ears to hear, and you have to keep your conscience open. And if you go there a little deeper, you can see huge leeches. There is no outbreak of leech in winter. The soil is fairly dry. The fog goes down and soaks gently. Winter and fog attracts beautiful tourists. You see, Shanta has a backpack on his back, which looks like a traveler's logo. The backpack is emblazoned on the back the letter A and the logo. Backpack basically means travel. This is the arrangement of survival. The whole life of a person can be called travel. Another avoidance is leeches. They will secretly stick to your body. You may be coping on the one hand, they are sucking blood on the other. Even if you take it away, the places itches like crazy. They are reckless. They are eating blood. The patience is very low. There are many leeches. Eating blood makes the body huge. Later, he could not handle the pressure and burst. Yet their blood sucking does not stop. Is there any prevention of leech with Shanto?
অপ্রাসঙ্গিক কোনো কথাই শুনতে চাই না।
There is no fear of leech now for Shanto. If he had come during the rainy season, separate preparation would have been made, needed for the leech. He needed socks like a net. If he didn't do that, the leech would jump on his skin. The grab of the shoes at the beginning, later the grooves of the body, the folds of the cloth open, and then the skin are searched. They can easily search the skin if travelers have normal socks on their feet. For those who are waiting, the trail of this story, it is not irrelevant. They need to be taught a good strategy to avoid leech infestations. Tobacco leaves act as an antidote. Those who do not smoke can carry a pack of cigarettes. Before entering the leech-prone area, open the packet and take out the tobacco. Take water in a bowl and mix it with tea. Soak the socks in the tobacco water. You can also apply it to the skin of the body, but not too much. Remember, tobacco is a poison. Tobacco poison leech is very disliked. If you have tobacco all over your body, it will stay away from you. There are a few things with this traveler. A torch, and important to have a camera to take rare pictures. Now, Android mobile phone works, so it will continue to exist. Another advantage of it is that tracks can be used. There are many localities of this vicinity. There are a lot of people behind the camera. Even then, fear is moving on the side. It is basically acting. He wanted to show what a man should do if he really is in the state and wants to get close to nature. find the right place, prepare the tent leaves. The question remains, what will the right place? A flat place is needed first of all. A place is not equal. You will not be able to properly pitch the tent. It has to be no rocks, no tree roots under the tent. The place is suitable. The rocks can be removed and cleaned. There should be nothing sharp below that can tear the fabric as a flower in the tent. In short, he needs a place where he can sleep comfortably. No sloping place can be chosen during the Mason. The rain will roll out and soak everything. One more thing to keep in mind at that time, no tent can be pitched next to any hill rhythm. Again, not next to any dry Jahara. At any time, water can come down the fairway. You are to be afraid of being swept away. Now the question remains. The tent leaf is over. The time has been made. Making safer to keep the jungle safe. Make a circle away from the area you are getting the tent. Remove the grass and herb as a part of the circle. Now other arrangement, that means arranging food and drinking, the best of keeping and eating away from the tent. It is arranged very close to the tent. The smell of something can come from insects, reptiles, and insects where you sleep at night. Even a ferocious animal can come and attack. If you want light and fire for cooking, you also need to keep away from the tent. And the movement of the wind must be kept in mind. Sparks of fire can fly in the reckless at any time. Again, the sparks can fly and create fires in the forest.
শেষ এবার কোনোভাবে দাঁড় করে নিতে হবে কি কোনোভাবে দাঁড় করানো যায় কি না প্রসেসিংয়ে দাঁড় করিয়ে নিতে হবে এই দ্বিতীয় স্টিকটাও লাগিয়ে দিলাম এবার এই দিকটা লাগাতে হবে এটাও লাগিয়ে দিলাম এবার ওই দিকটাও লাগিয়ে দিতে হবে এই কোনোভাবে দাঁড় করিয়ে দিলাম
Now other arrangement, that means arranging food and drinking, the best of keeping and eating away from the tent. It is arranged very close to the tent. The smell of something can come from insects, reptiles, and insects where you sleep at night. Even a ferocious animal can come and attack. If you want light and fire for cooking, you also need to keep away from the tent. And the movement of the wind must be kept in mind. Sparks of fire can fly in the reckless at any time. Again, the sparks can fly and create fires in the forest.